Hey guys, what's up? Cole here from TechInform.us, and in today's video I want to talk about Apple's new Infinite Loop campus. Now written here is a blog post on 9to5mac.com of Apple's new Mothership campus in Cupertino. Now as we scroll down here, you can see that the design is very round and it is almost like a spaceship. I'll get into the design a little more in a few minutes. What I want to talk about is how this was presented and what Steve did. Now if you scroll down here, you can see that there is a 21-minute YouTube video of Steve talking to the city council about this new building. Now when you look at this building, you can see that it is very round, but what most architects would do with this type of building is they would use many pieces of flat glass, but they would use small, short pieces, 2 feet long, and they would just wrap it around in a round pattern. What Apple's going to do is they're going to use massive, huge chunks of actual curved glass. Okay, so get this. This thing is a huge structure, the size of a mothership. It has curved glass around the entire outside perimeter. It has a courtyard, as you can see from these photographs, and it has tons of landscaping and trees and shrubs all around it. What's kind of funny is Hewlett-Packard actually used to own this property. Steve bought it from them. What the property looks like now, as you can see here from the before picture, the property is covered in asphalt by about 80%, and the other amount is just like sand and dirt, and then some of the asphalt also has buildings on top of it. So it's about as unenvironmentally friendly as possible at the current moment. What Steve Jobs wishes to do with this property is turn it to 80% landscaping. Now that 20% of non-landscaping space is split up between 3 sections. 1, a small above ground parking lot. They will have most of their parking underground, but the above ground parking lot is just going to be rollover parking for when they're really busy. The second building is going to be their power source. What Apple is going to be doing is they're going to be creating their own energy via natural gas or some sort of different procedure to create their own energy in a very green way. Their third building is their main headquarters. This is the main campus. This campus is designed to hold 13,000 workers. And just to give you an example, the Pentagon holds about 20,000. And this structure is even designed to have a courtyard. You can see from these renderings that it is going to look very, very awesome when it is complete. Steve Jobs wants to break ground this year and move in by 2015. Now I was reading comments down here, and as you can see, there was a commenter who said, "Now that's the real infinite loop." And I think he's onto something. I'm not in Apple. I don't know much about what they're doing with this whole infinite loop thing. However, being smart and putting the pieces together, there has to be something with this loop. Yeah, you can't help but wonder, but think when they named the first campus, they knew that they were going to be creating this campus. You wonder how long they've had this campus just sitting under the works, just sitting there, just waiting. Now they will be keeping both campuses, so don't worry, the old campus will be staying there and it will hold about 2,000 workers, while this one holds about 12 or 13,000. Going back to that infinite loop thing, if you remember in the Back to the Mac keynote last, September, October, somewhere in there, Apple displayed a slide that showed the Mac, the iPhone, and then the iPad. And that's the infinite loop. And then you bring the features back, you wrap them around, and bring them back into the Mac. Back to the Mac. Well, that really doesn't have anything to do with this. However, I wanted to just talk about that looping effect. And I don't know if it has anything to do with this. I highly doubt it does. But it's just kind of funny, and I thought that I'd add that in there. So the city council seemed very happy with this plan. They seemed very happy with Steve. They seem to be a big fan of his. So I don't think this plan will have any problem getting passed with a few minor tweaks. Of course, there will always be minor tweaks. So what do you think of this new structure? Do you think it's stupid? Do you think I'm an Apple fanboy for making this video? What are your thoughts? Leave them in a comment down below. I'd be curious to see what you guys think. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/cold4595. Check out the website, techinform.us, where we have great tech-related content posted every day. I now do daily vlogs, youtube.com/coldvlogging. And with all this said, I'll see you guys in the next video.